You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, Black and White sports fans, let's talk about one of the greatest players in NBA history. Lakers great, Magic great, Shaquille O'Neal. Now, guys, I'm a fan of Shaq. I really am. I think that Shaq is really a good man. He really is. He actually respects law enforcement. We know that he grew up in a military family because of his stepfather. Shaq is a good guy. And I remember a story when he moved to Houston. When was this? Probably about 3-4 years ago. And Shaq does this, man. He's just such a nice guy. He was in a jewelry store, and this guy, I believe he had put like an engagement ring on layaway. And he was asking the person how much he had left to pay on it. And I guess Shaq overheard it. And Shaq said, "Don't worry, I got you." And Shaq just paid it off. That's the kind of person that Shaq is. He has a very, very big heart. And I do respect Shaq for that. But now, Shaq, in 2020, he endorsed Joe Biden. He voted for Joe Biden. Now, I'm not criticizing him for doing that. However, your vote has consequences. And what happened when Joe Biden got in office? The floodgates opened with a bunch of illegal aliens into this country. I mean, no one had actually heard of Tren de Aragua before Biden actually let him in. That's the Venezuelan gang. Nobody heard of them. Now they're all across the country now, thanks to Joe Biden. Shaq, he ended up voting for it, even though he probably didn't know he was actually voting for that. Well, guess what, guys? Shaq is now a victim of illegal aliens that came into this country. And this is big. Now we know that Shaq, he's a big guy. How tall is Shaq? 7'1" or something like that? Everything he buys for himself needs to be customized, including a vehicle. He can't just go to a dealership and say, "Hey, let me get that Nissan Altima off the lot." Nah, he can't fit in it. It needs to be customized. And, because of Shaq's long NBA career, he has the means to actually do it. He's on TV, inside the NBA. So he can actually do that. He even helped Yao Ming get a car over here, because I remember back in 2000, man, there was a bunch of so-called beef between Shaq and Yao Ming. But Yao Ming's 7'6", and Shaq actually helped him get like a customized car, if I'm not mistaken, when he came over here. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get into this, because Shaq, he got robbed blind. Here we go. So right over here, guys, Shaquille O'Neal loses custom auto amid spiking cargo theft by migrants. Shaquille O'Neal's custom modified $200,000 Range Rover auto has disappeared into the black market transportation sector created by Joe Biden's welcome for millions of illegal aliens. They got him. This vehicle was actually in transit to Shaq. He never got it. Page6.com reported the diverse style of auto theft. Says here, the brand new car was in the middle of being customized by Effortless Motors, a job that was expected to increase the value of the vehicle to some $300,000. And Effortless had it shipped from Atlanta to Louisiana. It was picked up on Monday, but never arrived at its destination. When Effortless called to find out where the missing motor had got to, they learned that it had gone AWOL along the route. Wow. Yeah, it does mention here that Shaq supported Biden in 2020. I don't know how Shaq voted in 2024. Don't know. But anyway, look here. It says, quote, Effortless Motors was the authorized selling dealership and arranged transport through a third-party company that appeared fully verified. The company said in a press statement, adding, upon the vehicle's scheduled delivery, it was discovered that the company's internal systems had been compromised and hijacked, resulting in the car being unlawfully taken during transit. We take the security and trust of our clients very seriously. This was a highly coordinated criminal act targeting the transport company's network. We are working closely with law enforcement and federal investigators to recover the vehicle and hold those responsible accountable. The theft comes amid a crackdown by Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy on the black market transportation sector, which includes tens of thousands of migrants who can't speak English, yet are driving trucks on the nation's highways. Yeah, these people are here illegally. These poorly trained drivers disregard federal regulations, drive long hours, and cause an alarming spike in road deaths. Yeah. So the migrants were allowed to cross the borders and transit the airports by Biden's deputies, especially Alejandro Mayorkas, Biden's pro-migrant border czar. Yeah. So now Shaq is out of a $200,000 vehicle. Guys, I don't think he's getting that back. I highly doubt that he's actually going to get his vehicle that he actually ordered. It's not going to happen. They got him. He got duped. I mean, apparently the system was actually hijacked by these illegals. And now it's on the black market? Yeah. Like a Shaq, but unfortunately, hey man, you're a victim of what you voted for. Unfortunately. Hey, we all make mistakes. But I'm pretty sure, guys, that Shaq is not going to be hurting. But now, if it was me, I don't know Shaq's net worth. Maybe it's like $700 million. I don't know. But if I'm dropping $200,000, yeah, I'm going to be very upset. I don't care how much money I got. I really don't. $200,000 is still $200,000. But hey, we have to see what happens, guys. But Shaq, you ain't getting that vehicle back. Let's just be real. You're not getting that vehicle back. You're down $200,000. Yep. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.